Hello students, today we are going to study the microscopy. Now as we know that in microbiology, microscopy is deal with a very integral part of microscope. So today we are going to study the microscopy. The earliest microscopes are visible to light to create images and were little more than magnifying glasses. Today there are more sophisticated compound microscopes and other microscopes are available in our laboratory to observe the bacteria very efficiently. So content of today's topic is objective, microscopy, the concept and its instrument, then bright field microscopy, dark field microscopy, fluorescence microscopy and electron microscopy. Objective. After completion of this topic, students should able to describe microscopy, explain the various terms related to microscopy, enlist types of microscopes and elaborate the various types of microscope. So let's start with the microscopy. Now as we already discussed that there are different types of microscope we can have in market. Okay, some of them are the compound microscope, some of them is dark field microscope, bright field microscope, fluorescence microscope, phase contrast microscope. So all these microscopes are having specific advantages over one another. So that's why we are commonly use the microscope which are generally easy to handle and which is inexpensive. So the microscopy are of the different types. The first one is light and simple microscope, or we can also call them as a compound microscope, in which the bright field, dark field and a phase contrast microscopes are there. In electron microscopy there are scanning, transmission and other types of microscopes are come. The simple microscope has only one lens, where we can see a simple microscope, or we can say that a very first microscope we can have here, that is the microscope replica. We all are well aware with a compound microscope in your first year. So in compound microscope the image from object lens is magnified again by the ocular lens. So the magnification is calculated by the objective lens into ocular lens. There are different types of microscopy. Compound microscope is there, that is the line of vision, ocular lens, path of lens, then prism, body tube, objective lenses, illuminator, base, specimen holder and many other. Some of the terms which can generally used to relate whenever we are going to study the microscopy. The very first one is the resolution. That is the ability of lenses to distinguish between 2 points. Now what should be the resolving power and what is the resolving power of your microscope? Define how much you can observe, how much efficiently you can observe in case of microscope. So the microscope is with resolving power of 0.4 nanometer can distinguish between 2 points more than 0.4 nanometers. Shorter wavelength of light provide greater resolution. So these are some points we have to keep in consideration whenever we are using the microscope. So this is the task for you, that a very first one, what color has shortest wavelength? What color has the shortest wavelength? And the second one, what is the resolution of our microscope? Whatever the microscope we can use in our laboratory, you have to find the resolution power of our microscope. Next, the microscopy. Again, the next important thing we can consider whenever we are using the microscope is refractive index. It is the light bending ability of a medium, that is the refractive index. In our compound microscope, whenever we are using the bacteria, at that time most of the time we are using the oil immersion lens, that is the 100x lens. Now while using this 100x lens, we have to take care that whatever the object we have observed, that should be clearly visible. It is visible all because of we are using the refractive index at its ideal point. The light may be bent into air so much that it meets the small high magnification lenses. So immersion oil is used to keep the light from bending. Here in the figure you can observe that whatever the light come from air which can get bent from glass. So whenever we are using the immersion oil, you can get the straight path of light and you can observe the magnified image of your object. Now let's start with the bright field microscope. That is the first type of microscope we can use in case of light microscope. The bright field microscope produced an image made from light that is transmitted through a specimen. The specimen restricts light transmission and appears shadow against the bright background where the light enters the microscope unimpeded. Since most biological specimens are transparent, contrast between the specimen and a dark background can be improved with the application of stain to the specimen. So whenever we are observing the bacteria, whenever we are observing the specimen, most of them are transparent, so that's why we have to observe them against the or by addition of stains. The price of improving contrast is that the staining process usually kills cells. This is especially true of a bacterial staining protocol. Image information begin with a light coming from an internal or external light source. It passes through the condenser lens, which contrasts the light and make illumination of specimen more uniform. The reflection of a bending light can be passes through the objective lens from the specimen produce a magnified real image. This image is magnified again as it passes through a ocular lens to produce a virtual image that appear below or within the microscope. The amount of magnification produced by which lens is marked on the lens. The total magnification of a specimen can be calculated by, as we already know that is the total magnification is equal to magnification of objective lens into magnification of ocular lens. So this is all about the bright field microscopy. The practical limit of magnification with the light microscope is around 1300x, along with the higher magnification as possible. It becomes increasingly difficult to maintain the image clarity as the magnification increases. The clarity of image is called as resolution. The limit of resolution is actually measurement of how far apart 2 points can be in order to microscope to view the term as being separated. Notice the resolution improves as resolving power is made smaller. The numerical aperture is a measure of lens ability to capture the light coming from specimen and used to make an image, as the magnification is marked on the lens using immersion oil between the specimen and the objective. Lens increases the numerical aperture and in turns make its limits of resolution smaller. In light microscopy can be modified to improve its ability to produce image with the contrast without scanning, which often distort or kill the specimen. In case of dark field microscopy, the special condenser is used so that only light reflected off the specimen enter the object and appears is appearance is of the brightly light specimen against the dark background and often with better resolution than that of the bright field microscopy. You can observe the difference between the bright field microscopy and light field microscopy. The next one is the phase contrast microscopy. It uses spatial optical components to exploit subtle differences in the reflective indicates of water and cytoplasmic components to the product contrast. Light waves that are in a phase or reinforce one another to their total intensity due to it is get increased. The light waves that are out of phase by exactly 1/2 wavelength cancel each another and results in no intensity, that is darkness. The wavelength that are out of phase by any amount will produce some degree of cancellation and results in brightness less than maximum but more than darkness. Thus, the contrast is provided by differences in light intensity that results from differences in refractive index in parts of specimen that put light waves more or less out of phase. As a result, the specimen appear as various levels of dark against the bright background. Fluorescence microscopy uses the fluorescent dyes that emit fluorescence will illuminated with ultraviolet light. In some cases, specimens possess naturally fluorescent chemicals and they do not need any kind of dye to observe them. So this is the fluorescence microscopy. The next one is the electron microscopy. The resolution power of electron microscopy is quite higher. So whenever we need to observe the bacterial body inside structure, then we can use the electron microscope, or otherwise whenever we need to observe the viruses, we use the electron microscope. The electron microscope uses the electron beam to create an image with electromagnets acting as lenses. The limit of resolution is improved by the factor 1000 over the light microscope, the transmission electron microscope. Transmission electron microscope, in short we can call them as TEM, produces two-dimensional image of ultra-thin section by capturing electron that have passes through the specimen. The degree of interaction between the electron and the heavy metal stains affect the kinetic energy of the electron, which are collected by the fluorescent plate. The light of varying intensity produced is directly proportional to the electron's kinetic energy and is used to produce the image. The TEM is useful for studying the cell interior, its ultrastructure, and the sample transmission electron is given in the figure. This is the transmission electron microscope. Then scanning electron microscope. The scanning electron microscope is used to make the three-dimensional image of a specimen surfaces, and this technique, a beam of electron is passes over the stained surface of the specimen. Some electrons are reflected, they are called as the backscatter electron, whereas other electrons, that is secondary electrons, are emitted from the metallic stain. These electrons are captured and used to produce the three-dimensional image. So this is the basic structure of scanning electron microscope. The next type of microscope is scanning probe microscopy, where the tunneling microscope is used as a metal probe and scan the specimen. The resolution is 1 to 100 as the atom. So this is the thing related to microscopy. Happy learning.